Today's guests are proof that when queer stories don't get enough space, you don't complain, you build the platforms yourself. Christin Baker is the CEO of Tello Films, the streaming home for sapphic and LGBTQ+ stories that actually get it right. The romances, the holiday movies, the messy feelings, the joy. Basically, if someone calls it the lesbian Netflix, they're not wrong. And Stacy Powell is a certified life coach, actress, author, and host of the Let's Go travel show on Tello Films. With their newest venture, Tello Books, they're expanding the Tello universe off-screen and onto the page. Because some queer stories need more room to breathe than a 90-minute runtime. Together, Stacy and Christin are creative partners, life partners, and very clearly building a queer media ecosystem that spans film, books, and community. Please welcome Christin Baker and Stacy Powell. So maybe we should start by just having them tell us a little bit about Tello and how it came to be, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the co-founder of Tello. Stacy's like a late-breaking addition to it because we're just turning 19.
That's
in
amazing.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started Tello 19 years ago, and it was out of the same need that unfortunately I feel like we kind of still have today, which is we need more sapphic, lesbian and sapphic representation in the media landscape. And we need to support lesbian and sapphic filmmakers, like people making stuff for our community. And I felt like there was not that back in 2007. And we've ebbed and flowed, but I still feel very strongly that we are a wonderful space. And so we have a lot of original web series. We started off when like the web series like craze was a thing.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, we released our first feature film, which was a lesbian Christmas romantic comedy called Season of Love. And we kind of like found this fabulous lesbian Hallmarkian niche in lesbian Christmas rom-coms. And so we've been
waiting for that. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So I've directed 5. Tello has done 4 originals. We have 9 lesbian Christmas romantic comedies on the site, along with some other fantastic pieces of content, other movies that you've heard of and things like that. So
Okay, so I only had time to watch one since we first chatted, and it was Two in the Bush. Is that something you is it a Tello original? Which one is that?
No, our Canadian friends who also did Almost Adults did Two in the Bush.
Okay.
And so that's a new addition, which we're super excited to have because those filmmakers are fantastic. They did Last Xmas, which is another holiday rom-com. So we got Two in the Bush along with that one. But yeah, so pumped to have that on there.
It was great. I mean, I watch it and I'm like, okay, so we have such an easy representation of different race. We have different sexualities. It was so easy to watch. And then I was texting her on the side. I'm like, okay, we went from Dommy Mommy to polyamory, and I'm so into this. And this is hilarious because I thought it was like straight up just lesbian. But we've expanded, and I love that.
Sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So tell us a little bit about Tello Books. How is that a new edition? Give us a background on how that came to be.
So Tello Books was like kind of this concept that I had because, you are constrained by budget when you're making a movie, right? Like if I want to have a chase scene, that's very expensive. Or if I want to have someone fly to Paris and then film in Paris, that's very expensive. And a book, that's free. Like I don't have to pay a camera crew. I don't have to fly people over. And so there were a lot of parts of the movies that I was making where I was like, if only I had a budget, I could do this. So my first thought around Tello Books was reverse engineering. So like taking one of our movies and turning it into a book, but putting the things in the book that I couldn't do in the movie. And so Christmas at the Ranch was the first movie that we took and we made it into a sapphic book. And we added
putting more sexy time in
putting more sexy time in there, like, adding some things. And so, but I'm not a narrative writer. Like I can do a screenplay, but I'm not good at narrative writing. And that's where Stacy comes in. And so I was like, hey, I have this idea. And so Stacey was like, great. And she did Christmas at the Ranch. But then she was like, and I have an original idea. And I was like, oh. So Stacey goes off and like suddenly comes back with this novel called Strings of Hope, which is amazing. And then I realized there's other like sapphic writers out there who maybe they want to do it as their side gig, or they can't afford an editor, and they just need like a little bit of that extra help to get their book finished, to get it out into the world. And so that's when Stacey is such a passionate, I don't want to speak for you, but you love books.
I do. I've always been a reader ever since I was a little girl. So I'm just like having the best time taking on Tello books. When she came to me with the idea, I was like, hell yes, of course, yes, let's do it. So we're really excited about it. It's new, we just started it. So but yeah, so far so good.
I watched Christmas at the Ranch, by the way. It was so good.
Oh, you did?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was really fun to turn it into, but I had a lot of fun, especially with the sexy scenes.
Yeah. And the reverse engineering, you're right. As much as so many people love the idea of book to film, I'm like, well, book, you think of how much you lose. Even if you have a huge budget, like you're always going to lose something, especially if it's a really atmospheric book. And that's how I feel like a lot of my favorite queer novels, of course, right? Like a lot of those, I'm like, I don't know how this can translate in a way that doesn't lose something. So books, yes, we love queer books.
Yes.
We talk a lot about queer books here.
We do.
Oh, cool.
I mean, 19 years is a long time. It's a long time. I'm trying to think back. 2007, I was living in San Francisco in this like crazy studio apartment on Scott.
Well, when you just said 2007 was 19 years ago, I was like, oh my God, we're so old.
Like the timeline is just flying by. But I think that's like it was such an interesting time to take the dive into this industry, but it's also the content, right? Like, was L Word? When did L Word come out? Like
earlier.
Yeah, L Word had been out.
So L Word was kind of like the catalyst for this whole conversation, right? And people got excited about it, and it was very niche.
But I think to all of us, we all talk about L Word being so mainstream, but like, was it?
No, I think it was
we
pretty
just
niche. It was
in
mainstream in the queer community.
In the queer
sure.
community, right?
Yeah.
Sunday nights at the bar, kind of thing. But
yes,
like, how did you? I don't know, 19 years, as someone who has, I think, a similar desire to be as involved in the queer community, that takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of time. And, it's really fucking hard. So talk to me about your journey from inception to where you are now, and even, political things happening along the way. Talk to us about the journey.
Yeah. Well, and I would say underlying everything is the fact that our community have thoughts. We have thoughts on everything. And so you are never lacking for thoughts on the things that you're doing. And so I will say you really do have to be almost like, at least in yourself, like know like what your capacity is, what you're able to do, and then really kind of like what you want to do. Because if I had $1 for every time someone told me I should also have gay male content on my site, I would be a millionaire. And because I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And so you really have to be just like very thick-skinned, and also just be able to take someone's thoughts and go, oh my gosh, I appreciate that you care enough to share these with me. And no, I am also like not a coder. So when I first started Tello, like what you have now, like if you two wanted to go start a streaming channel, you could do it like that.
Right.
And you would have, now it would take a little bit of money, but I mean, nothing that's like cost prohibitive, but you could have apps on like 4 of the major streaming platforms, and you could have an infrastructure, and you could have a button that's like up next, and all these things that I didn't have, nor did I know how to create. But I just had this idea to do Tello that would not leave me alone. And then all of a sudden, people who were helpful, who could build a very rudimentary but still working website that could host videos. And then I had to figure out, because we couldn't get enough viewers to like get ad revenue. So we knew we had to immediately like pivot from ad revenue to a subscription. And then I didn't have money for big budgets. So I would make web series, and I was Chicago based. So I'd do it on the weekends because I had a full-time job. It was my passion project. Other people had children. I had Telo. I was really lucky that in 2013, a woman who is no longer with us, she just passed away, named Nancy Lee Myatt, who is the showrunner for South of Nowhere.
My wife was obsessed with South of Nowhere.
Yeah. So Nancy Lee came to Chicago with a web series they did called Three Way. And I drove them around and then was telling them about Tello, and they were like, we should do something together. And that's how our friendship started. And I was really lucky because that was the first step I took into really being able to work with people who were in the industry. She and her wife, Paige, both wrote on South of Nowhere, and they wrote on, she since has written on like NCIS New Orleans, and they did Nikki and Nora, which was like a popular pilot that didn't get picked up. And they knew people like Christina Cox, who did Better Than Chocolate, and Liz Vassy, who they were both in Nikki and Nora. Liz Vassy was in like the original CSI, and like Jim Beaver, and all these people who I was like, oh my God, I know these people. And now they're working on a project that I'm producing. And so that was our first step into Hollywood, for lack of a better term. And I use that term loosely. So once we did that, that was kind of like when things became real. And I was like, oh, I need to really start thinking about not just what Christin wants, but what's going to serve the community.
Over the past 19 years, queer stories have become so much more mainstream, especially in the past few years, which is great. But as you mentioned, people asking you, why don't you do gay male shows? It often does feel like the more mainstream, more successful projects, like they do often feel male dominated when it comes to queer stories. What are your thoughts on this? How do we get these sapphic stories to be a little more popular?
You know what's like the funny, not funny, haha, but the interesting part of this is if you talk to a gay man, they will tell you how lesbians are much more palatable for mainstream storytelling.
Right.
Because men think it's hot that two women make out,
Right.
and they're more threatened by gay men. And I was like, well, that's not where the money is. So I've had this conversation with two different people, and there's, you know, I agree. There does seem to be just more money that's put behind gay male stories. There just does. If you were to add up all the money, whether successful or not, the budgets of gay male movies and lesbian movies, you would see an incredible chasm between the two. And I'm talking about like the most, I can't remember it, but the J.J. Abrams, oh gosh, he funded the movie with that guy who yells, let's go lesbians. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, that guy. Yes.
That
yes.
guy.
I know what
I
you're
know
talking
that
about. I got like 5
Right?
seconds into
He's-
that movie and I was like, no, I can't stomach.
Exactly, because he's unlikable. He's unlikable. But
What
they
is that
put
movie?
so
Yes, I don't know.
They put so much money into that movie, and it flopped. And I was like, there we go. We're screwed now. Like, they're not going to put money into it. But you still got that. Brokeback Mountain had a much larger budget than The Kids Are All Right. And you know what I mean? Like, if you stack them up, something like The Birdcage, that had an incredible budget, made great money, incredibly gay male centric. Like, there's not an equivalent. There's
Billy
not
Eichner. Sorry, I had
Billy
to Google it.
Eichner. I know.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yep.
I think he's a great person. I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
he's a lovely human, not a leading man, but we can talk about that, like about creative choices later. But I was trying to think of like, what is the lesbian heated rivalry? And it's hard
Yeah.
because that is a sexy show. And I was talking to Stacey and I was like, you see so much, but yet you see nothing.
Mhm.
And the sound design is very good.
The sound design was
The
so
sound design
good.
like-
We're both obsessed with Heated Rivalry, by the way.
So you can't just flip
Mhm.
orientation and gender and have the same thing happen.
Right.
You can't. Maybe the L word is like that's heated rivalry is the L word in the present day. I don't know, because L word was it was very sexy. It had a lot of straight people going, huh,
Yeah.
And I don't know that they've quite had that equivalent. So maybe this is their time to shine. I don't know. But it has taken off like nothing I have seen in a very long time that's LGBTQ. I don't know what it is. Is it that there's gay male decision makers in Hollywood who are willing to advocate for those stories when there's also just as many lesbians in decision making positions, but they don't advocate for as many lesbian stories? I don't know. I mean, we also had our time with The Hunting Wives. That was quite sexy. And
I still didn't get through it though.
Oh, how far did you get?
It was after, you know what? I think the part that I struggled with the most was the like sleeping with teenagers thing. And I was like,
they slept with I didn't watch it, but my wife was like hot and bothered by it all.
I mean, to be clear, the two leading ladies are fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
So like all in. But I know in the book or whatever, they were actually 16, but these boys were 18 on the show.
Yeah, they were like seniors, I think, in high school.
And I'm like, still gross to me. Not into it.
Teenagers or children.
I don't know what our equivalent is. I just know that it's not, in my opinion, it's not equitable. As in life, I think the lesbian community can sometimes be a sleeping giant that doesn't realize their economic power.
Yeah.
And when we do, it can be game changing. And we've shown it every now and then, but never like in a consistent way. So I think if we ever got together, we would be like the new like Christian movie people.
I do like ultra Christian like Hallmark channel that's all just straight people. They could be divorced, but you cannot be gay and getting married. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is called the Great American Channel or something?
Yeah.
The Great American. Whatever.
I have a hate on for Candace Cameron, like that whole family, the Cameron family. My hate runs deep. So very deep.
But like if we could harness the power that they have as lesbians, I just don't know. Like I think Eileen Chaikin's like kind of brushed it a little bit, like for Beale and stuff. But I just don't feel like we've done it as consistently as the Christians. And if we really could, we would be an unstoppable force.
I totally agree. And I also think there's, at least these days, in the last 5 years, we can say there's a huge increase of women leaving their husbands being like, not for me. I like women. And now's the time. Yeah, I mean, love it. Congrats. Welcome to the party.
I was married 23 years. Yes.
The underlying part of all of this and what we're talking about is the misogyny in this country. And that's kind of rooted in it, right? Like the investments are coming from men most of the time. And you have to frame it a certain way to make it appealing for them, even though the audience is this. So how do you make it appealing for this male investor when they know nothing about what is really enticing for a sapphic audience? So I think it's really interesting. But I mean, I applaud you because I think, being, again, someone who's been trying and failing over and over in trying to build some sort of queer business and build something for our own community, it's really fucking hard. And the fact that you've been at this 19 years, I think is just awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you have to have a part-time job for most of it. And then you can jump in. But yeah.
Eric, I always like to say Erica calls it, we've got our day jobs and our gay jobs.
Yeah, this is the gay job.
This is the gay job.
This is the gay job.
Yeah. I like it.
Awesome. I have so many other questions, but we've been exploring you guys a little bit, and I think our audience may or may not be aware of Tello, and I want everybody to be aware of Tello.
Yeah, thank you.
So, let's explore that a little bit. Where you started, we have that understanding now, but where do you see it going? What is your vision of where you want to take Tello?
Yeah. Well, one of those is Stacey and I just got back from the Girls Just Won a Weekend.
We're going to talk all about that because I've always wanted to go.
She's dying to know. And obviously we're going next year because, I
was like, Erica, we have to ask them about Girls Just Won.
And now we know someone when we go there. It'll be great.
So we're going to table that for a minute.
So probably maybe 5 years ago, if we had gone, not many people would know about Tello. So I would be handing out like our stickers and saying, we're like Netflix, but lesbian. And people would be like, oh my gosh. Whereas this year, since we've had movies and we've gotten more press and we've gotten a little bit more exposure, we had just as many people who hadn't heard of us, who had heard of us or had watched our movies or knew or had been subscribers or are currently subscribers. So we would have people come up to us because I was like, I'm not going to this weekend unless we are geared up with Tello. I bought Stacy a Tello logoed bathing suit.
Yep.
Because I was like,
yeah,
you're going to
wear
get
that thing every
You're
day.
gonna get some attention. I wore my like Tello hat everywhere. We had Tello shirts, but I was like, we're putting Tello on this. We're promoting ourselves. We're talking to people about it. And anyway, that's all to say, like, we're a little bit more known now. But my goal is to be known as the L Word is known in the community.
Yeah.
Where like there's not a lesbian that hasn't watched the L Word or knows what it is or can at least talk about it or reference it, or they've seen one episode or they know this character or they hate Jenny Schechter, like whatever it is.
Everybody hates Jenny Schechter.
Everyone hates Jenny Schechter. That's what I want Tello to be. The problem has been probably me in that I do not like social media. I hate TikTok.
Oh my God, I feel you so
it is
hard.
Like, it is an assault in my eyes.
I know.
And
But
it's
you
like
can't do anything without it.
It is the
Exactly.
platform. I literally deleted TikTok yesterday, or no, today? Yesterday. I can't remember. Today or yesterday.
we're
because
too
I'm
old for
like,
TikTok.
listen, Larry Ellison, they don't need to find me. Everybody has my information anyway, but I don't now need to be targeted in a different way than I'm already targeted. Like, I just need to remove myself from this. But who knows?
I know.
I
but
get
you
it.
have to be out there. I mean, it's like so our Instagram presence has grown because of Stacy. Our TikTok presence has grown, and so that's been a big help and a big part of it. And I have been told, and again, Stacy is like, Stacy is much nicer and much more attractive than I am, and which I accept, and that's fine. She's comfortable. So I have become more comfortable putting myself out there a little bit more, which I used to think, no, I can't be Tello. Like but then everyone's like, no, you have to make it personal. And I really I don't like it. She does. So we work well in that way.
So, Stacy, did you say you were married for 23 years?
Yes.
In a hetero marriage?
Yes.
Okay, you look way too young to have been married for that long. What was your relation?
Yes.
Did you have any relationship with the queer community, or did everything kind of evolve?
I had a best friend from high school that actually came out as lesbian like in her 20s, but we lived in different states. So I never did get to hang out with her. And I was married and having babies. I have 3 kids. So I was like full in like housewife mode, stay-at-home mom, travel dance mom. So I didn't really ever get to go hang out with her and her like gay friends in the community, but she would come visit me. So I did have a friend that was a lesbian, but never got to like really like experience having that community or going out in a gay club or something like that. No.
So how did you meet Christin?
Well, so after I left my husband and got divorced, I did have a girlfriend before Christin. It was long distance. It was about 9 months. Broke up with her and met some friends like in Nashville just to try to put myself out there and make friends. And she introduced me to Christin. So, and then she told Christin, like, hey, I have this friend I think you should meet. And even though, meanwhile, I was like, I want to be single. I want to be single. No,
That's how it
that did
always
not last
happens,
long.
right?
Always happens that way.
Yeah. No, we lasted like 3 months as friends. Then it was like, we're like getting married. I mean,
That is every lesbian movie. So I feel it's accurate.
Pretty much.
I love it. It. Awesome. What are we not asking that you guys want to talk about?
we have a travel show, Let's Go Travel Show, that I'm the host of, and it's going to be 2 years in May. I was just trying to think of the
Congrats.
Congrats. It's honestly like a dream job. I want to travel. Like, what do you do? Tell us all about it, because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so Christin came to me like about a little over 2 years ago, and she was like, hey, I have this idea. she can tell you a little bit more. But basically, I think she was like trying to have a lesbian dating show, which we do need one of those. But I think what you realized, it was just going to be too hard to try to film, like too much money. And plus, like we had got together, we were like engaged. I mean, we were like barely leaving each other's sides. I think she just thought, wait a minute, let's turn this idea of a lesbian dating show into a travel show with my fiance. And and I mean, it was been so much fun. I love Let's Go Travel Show. That's my baby. I love it. I love being the host of it. Yeah. We get to travel around and interview lesbian business owners and like showcase safe places to travel. And then we started covering some of the lesbian festivals. So we've done Desert Legends in Palm Springs, and we've done the festival in Ibiza. Velvet Ibiza.
Sounds terrible.
Yes, tell us about Girls Just Wanna. Was it awesome? Yes. Have I been dying to go to this thing that's so worth it?
Oh my God, y'all have to come. I was trying to stop Christin into going to this thing for 3 years.
Okay, tell us about it.
So basically, you go and it's Brandi Carlile, and she, I guess according to our friends that go, they've gone 7 years in a row. There's never a bad singer. And I am witness to that. Everybody that got on the stage was just phenomenal. And like everybody in the crowd, the energy is so good. People are just happy and clapping, and everybody's so friendly, and you just feel so welcome. And everybody's looking out for each other. And I mean, it's just like, it was like Christmas for me all over again. I was in heaven. I'm serious. And it's Mexico. It's like the weather is gorgeous.
Mexico in January, Brandi Carlile, like say less. Yeah.
Well, we'll be there next year.
Don't make promises.
I am now convinced.
I'm going to pass. I'm getting a Tello bathing suit.
Yeah. Yes, we can rock the Tello bathing suit.
If you're going to wear a bathing suit, we have to make it an unseen bathing suit now.
Unseen on the front,
on the back. Side by side.
That'd be so cute.
All right, Queer Quickies, are you guys ready? So here's the thing. Because there's two of you, we want both of you to answer. Don't think about it too hard. First thing that comes to your mind.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. First celebrity crush.
Oh, I know mine.
Oh, go ahead.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all will know who this is, but Meredith Salinger from Dream a Little Dream.
No, but I shall Google.
Oh my God, I love this for you. I have no idea who this person is.
I named my dog after her. And y'all, I sent her, like, when Twitter was the thing, like, I sent her a tweet and I was like, I named my dog after you, not thinking she would, like, say anything. And she messaged me back and she's like,
Stop it
so much. I loved making that movie.
I have no reference whatsoever.
Oh
I'm looking at this woman like
God.
I've never seen her before in my entire life. I think I know. Who's this guy that she's with? This is the most unique so far.
Yes,
and
that we've ever heard. I love that this just sprang. You were like, this popped into my head.
I should have known that would be that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I named my dog Lainey after her character.
This is so cute.
That's great.
Kristen, first celebrity crush?
I don't know. Probably Mrs. Scarlett from the movie Clue.
Ooh.
Mrs. Scarlett. I mean, I remember
played
the
by
movie.
Leslie Ann Warren. That was probably my first crush.
I love this.
Okay. I love it.
Y'all are like, what in the world answers?
No, it's
I will
great.
This is why we play this.
I actually think, now that I'm thinking about it, it was probably Robin Wright from The Princess Bride.
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, what do the kids do now? They do this.
Princess
Butter. They do this now.
Princess Buttercup.
Princess Buttercup.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Robin Wright. I think Robin Wright for me was the Kevin Spacey series. What was that?
Oh my gosh, House of Cards.
Yes.
She was fire in that.
Her dommy mommy vibes in that with her Louboutins, like, just crush me right
Robin
now.
Wright's just always right.
Love it. Okay.
Cosign.
So what's the first queer bar you ever went to? You're digging deep
Mine
for this
was
one.
in LA, but I can't remember what it was called.
I guess Lipstick Lounge here in Nashville.
Lipstick.
Nice.
Yeah, mine was LA, and I can't remember the name of the lesbian, like Cherry Bomb, I think it was called in LA.
What is one stereotype about queer women that you secretly love?
I
I guess that like queer women like in relationships want to be together all the time.
That's like, I was gonna say youth hauling.
Love it.
Codependence, U-Hauls.
I'm sorry, there is nothing better than just like if my wife and I go to a spa, we're going in the same fucking locker room. We are going naked into the sauna, into the steam room. We are getting our nails done together. Like, I love this shit.
Yeah.
All right. What is your queer superpower?
Ooh.
I mean, mine would probably be just like spotting another lesbian.
Gaydar. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
Stacey's really not good at
great
that.
at it. but I'm
Stacey,
getting
you
better.
probably have the invisibility cloak, which is something that like I frequently have, which is
Oh
that
yeah.
we can pass.
Oh yeah.
So people really tell on themselves around us, right?
Yeah. That'll be mine.
That's
Definitely.
true. Yeah. Yeah. Stacey would get hit on.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, sweetie, of course you're getting hit on by that guy. And she'll go, but I have my rainbow wristband on. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they don't know.
Bless your heart.
They don't know.
Did you have your rainbow wristband?
They think you're an ally.
Babe.
Oh, that's so nice.
Did you have your rainbow?
Like,
wristband?
aw, that's so cute.
All right. What makes you go from 0 to unhinged?
I think for you, like when you get hungry, you don't have food.
Oh, you're one of those people. You need a snack bag on the side.
Don't I get quiet? No,
But
I'm
to
not,
me, that's
like unhinged.
well, I guess how you look at unhinged.
Yeah.
I love
I know,
asking
I
this
get-
question to couples. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I like when we have couples.
I feel like I rant to you about stuff like all the time with like when we're watching a show.
Oh, like if like if an editing
If
bad or like there's a
it's
character that
bad
the
cast
or
or
storyline doesn't
character.
make sense or something.
Or like a little plot hole where you're like, I cannot move on from this.
Yeah.
You know, I really hate when people cast someone who they want you to like, but they have cast a completely unlikable person
Uh-huh.
in the role. And I am dealing with that right now. We watched Landman and season 2, and even in season 1. I don't know if you'll watch Landman.
No.
I hate
No,
this one
but I want to hear
character.
more.
Oh
Yes, you do get unhinged
I'm
about that.
so mad. I'm like,
You
I
do.
hate that guy. They want me to like him, and I don't like him.
so mad.
And I don't understand why they cast him.
I can
So-
see you have the finger coming out. You are, you know, like I feel you on this.
Yeah. Anyway, that's why.
Why did they cast him?
Yeah. I'd be like, I don't understand. So I think like I don't want to say bad casting, but just like not my kind of cast.
Mine's like if I go days without good sleep. Like I'm a girl that needs sleep, and if you taught me without sleep, and
I was like,
I
no,
get
no
unhinged.
sun. No sun.
Oh yeah,
That's when you get unhinged. She's like a flower.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get enough sun.
Solar panel. Solar panel.
She needs that vitamin D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roots.
Listen.
She gets so depressed.
Yeah,
I'm
would
here
get
for it. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So last one, and this is a little bit loaded,
Okay.
specifically for you guys,
Yeah.
but not for everybody else. Your best queer movie or show, your favorite,
You mean like one that we like or one that we've made that we love?
the one that you like. Either way, it could be
It could
both.
be one you've made.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to say The Christmas Writer.
I know, you should.
because I'm in it. And I loved playing Jillian. And
really good.
I think it's a wonderful movie. So that's definitely my pick.
I know. Of course, my number 1 pick is The Christmas Writer that Stacey's in. My number 2 pick I don't know. You know, I think it'd be dumb if I didn't pick something that I did. I can appreciate a lot of movies though, but I think Season of Love was probably one of the
It's really good.
best movies I've done.
Okay. I love it. I guess I'm going to have to put it on the list for this weekend.
Put it on the list.
Oh yes, it's so good.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are amazing. Can't wait to meet you in real life.
Yes.
IRL.
IRL.
Girls just wanna.
Girls just wanna.
It's going to happen. Tell our listeners where exactly they can find you, how they can subscribe, how do we support Tello, how do we do all the things to make sure that we get your name out there.
Y'all, you stop flirting with us.
Not gonna happen.
We're too far away for a quadruple whatever. Okay, so you can go to tellofilms.com if you are a website person. You can download our app by putting Tello Films into whatever app you have on your smartphone or on Roku or Apple TV or Amazon Fire Stick or Google Play, Android, whatever that one is. So we're on all of those with our apps. You can follow us at Tello Films on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We do have a YouTube channel, but we really put like trailers and stuff like that on it. But you can also find us on YouTube. And the best way is to subscribe or rent or buy something. And if you want lesbian content, you have to put money behind it.
Well, I think you guys are amazing. Obviously, I'm super inspired by your tenacity and your resilience.
So awesome.
We're Stacy and Christin.
And I didn't see our love story on TV growing up. So I built the platform Tello Films, where lesbian stories come first.
Real love, real lives, films and series made by our community.
When you watch Tello Films, you're not just streaming, you're supporting lesbian creators.
Come watch with us. Go to tellofilms.com and start streaming today.
Or you can download the app.
Thank you to Christin and Stacey for chatting with us about sapphic love stories, the evolution of queer entertainment, and lesbian dance parties. And thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and rate us 5 stars.